I'll be reacting to Tropical-Rouge Precure episode 32. I'll be watching it from Crunchyroll's website, and I'll be starting my reaction in 1, 0, go. Oh, hell yeah. I'm pumped up for this because I wonder if it's gonna. I don't know what's gonna provide for Sango, considering that she was showing off a lot in the preview. I don't think Minato needs an introduction at this point. I always love those little bits when Kujin's being so cute. Honestly, some of those could look like it could be used as wands by some of the Precures, actually. Hell yeah. I actually wouldn't mind seeing someone bond with the mother. I'm assuming he probably fell into some deep shit. Hey, I wonder if Sango could volunteer. But then again, what's up? Sango, maybe? Yeah, probably. Yes! Or it could be someone else entirely different, too. I gotta admit, though, some of the stuff in the background are kind of lame as fuck, I ain't gonna lie. I love the animation where he's following her slightly. Yeah, all right, finally. I've been waiting for this because out of all Precures in this series, you could no, actually, Sango is a plot device so far because the series has not been utilizing her well. Of our girls, Laura and Manasu are the strongest utilized girls with good amounts of characterization, their own goals, conflicts that relate against some of the main antagonists. Then at the lower tier, you got Minorin, where she has her moments, but isn't exactly as memorable as Laura and Manatsu. You got Asuka with her moments here and there. Then you got Sung, who hasn't really done much of anything in comparison to the other girls. Even in the combat sequences, too, because they just relegate to Sango doing this with their shield in most fights. So to finally see an episode, from the looks of it, willingly wanting to put her in the spotlight, hell yeah! I'm excited. I just hope that this episode isn't like some kind of blimp in the radar, and I hope that if this one ends up being awesome, it can continue giving Sango some episodes because out of our main girls, she needs it. I like that little bit where you see Laura kick some of the enemies. Fucking cute. Dang. Oh, so that's like bit at the end of the opening. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Hello, wish says Shugoi. Oh, hello, Dongan Nugyan. I hope you're having a great day right now. Hope I pronounced your name right. I'm assuming once she learns what a runway is, Lo would probably want to walk on some runway too eventually. Because it's lore we're talking about. Yeah. I fucking knew it. Hey, she actually does look good in that outfit, I'm going to lie. And she has the charisma pulling off. Hey, I'm not going to blame Laura for shooting her shot. I like the way they say pretty collection. Aww, that's nice seeing the way our song was sparkling. Then yeah, she definitely needs to be in this show. For a second, I thought Kurun was gonna say Kurun for a second. Hey, nothing wrong with her getting. Hey, if anything, her getting excited is seriously anyone else if she doesn't say Tropical shining at least once an episode. Yeah! Fuck yeah, that's my daily dose of that I need at least once a week in Precure. I fucking need that shit. Good. At least they're showing a view of training sequences. I kind of wish it would have. They would show a little bit more though, because I feel like they're flashing through it too quick. I would have loved to have seen Sanga's reaction towards practicing a bit more, because I've seen a good amount of idol anime and stuff of that nature, where they spend a little bit longer with the training bits. I like how they look so utterly serious. And I like how Kurun in there looks so fucking serious too. Mm. Oh, I wouldn't mind seeing this one bit. They actually look nice in those outfits. Especially Minato, she definitely gives off the badass tomboyish vibe with that outfit. With the overalls. But at the same time, it's kind of cute too. And I like this, it shows you how much work models have to put in with their job too. No, because you want to focus on the clothing. You don't want too much focus on the person themselves. I wonder if it's the usual medicine to get rid of laziness. Probably not, though. It's a motherfucker. No! Why can't they at least have 1 week where girls can have their happiness? I just want to see that at least once. Good, I'm glad she said no. I love how he's trying to subtly manipulate her by complimenting her looks. I don't think she's gonna fall for him. Maybe she might. That yo, look like he's actually gonna fall for it. Yo. Oh, well, hopefully nothing majorly bad happens, though. But you never know with this series. Yeah, I can definitely tell it's always restrained themselves to the budget this week, because a lot of people in the backgrounds that should move moving are not moving at all. You can definitely tell the stiffness. My guess is they're probably... Did episode 29 kill Toei's production? Because after episode 29, I'm noticing 30, 31, and 32 have less than optimal animation. Hope it means that they're just saving this episode's budget for the fight scene. But then again, I said that for the previous, what was it, like 2 episodes? I was like, oh yeah, maybe we'll save it for the fight. And I'm like, and then they don't look so good. Yeah, even here too, you can tell. Like with the lady trying to like move her foot, it looks off because you don't see the motion of at least the lady moving her feet. Oh, no, 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 no. She's going through stage fright. Fuck. She can do it. All right, good, good, good. The thing is, it's probably not going to be the best way of showing off the outfit, though, because she's... Yeah, the posture wasn't right. Aww. Oh, man, it's such a nightmare situation. But you know what? It's realistic, though. I mean, she was just put into the fire figuratively. I'm not going to blame her one bit for falling under pressure. Aww. Oh, this one actually taking pleasure in a girl's suffering. Oh boy, I hope she gets. Well, obviously we know she's not going to get wrecked, but I hope whatever she summons is going to get wrecked. That was more than a little trip, though. I think she can. This is what she trained for. Okay. Okay, I mean, that's a good disguise. I could see why she wouldn't instantly recognize that as her evil doctor. Okay, I mean, that's actually pretty stealthy there. Ooh, my. Although I wonder what was the point of her being in disguise if she was just gonna send the Yanarena like that, though. Oh, yeah, I guess for style points. Wait, they're just barely noticing motivation power is being stolen. Oh boy. It took him this long to notice? I'm like, wait. I mean, it wasn't being given away by people in the crowds. Literally, you losing their motivation before their very eyes. I'm like, bro. Okay, I don't know how I feel about that because that shows you an inconsistency in writing. And I gotta call it how it is. It's an inconsistency in writing because it's like, how many times have the girls been through this where they've seen people lose their motivation and like the drop of the hat? You would think at this point our girls would be able to instantly recognize that, oh yeah, people are being drained. Oh yeah, there's this weird ass thing that is attracting all sorts of attention. You would think that they'd notice instantly that that's Nyarira. Like that. I'm like, come the fuck on. Now, Songo falling for the disguise, and that I understand because Numani actually did have a fucking good disguise. I mean, that disguise kicked a lot of ass. But the other girls, they got no excuses to be falling for this shit. I mean, hey, I mean, that's... the action choreography is so-so, okay. It's at least decent. Songo might show... Oh, I thought for a second Songo was going to show up with the shield. Or maybe not. I gotta admit, I like this dude's swagger. Gotta give him props for thinking about Kyle stuff, even in this adverse situation here. Yeah, even here you can tell that the production quality is struggling because when it comes to like that bit where Asuka and the other girl were punching the opposition here, it feels like Toei just had to still with some speed lines with the shaky cam effect just to make it look as if there was animation going on. I mean, I'll give credit to the directorial staff that this is better than just a still shot because at least there, the animators are trying to make the illusion of animation going on. So you can tell at least the director here is trying the best he can with the bloating animators they got to work with this week. Again, though, I just wish they would have expanded on the scenes with Mina with Songo training, though, because stuff like this would have had a lot more weight if we would have seen more of Coney having a bit more characterization, like him observing how the girls are training hard, not just Toei taking the easy way out and being like, oh, well, we'll just show a quick little shot of Coney watching Songo train for a bit and call it a day. I mean, that doesn't seem like it'd be that difficult, though. I'm like, bro, there's like, yeah, there's like no one there right now that's gonna. The reason why Song went for in the first place was because of the pressure. It'd be a lot easier to walk in the runway when everyone's like knocked the fuck out after you're losing their motivation. And on addition, this is a combat oriented situation, so it ain't like Songo's gonna be like, oh yes, there's action going on. Let me just walk through this runaway before I help my friends. I'm like, who wrote this? No, seriously, who wrote this script? They really needed to fine-tune the script. This might be the first Tropical-Rouge Precure episode where I feel like the writing staff, they dropped the ball. They straight up dropped the ball here. I'd say this is the first Tropical-Rouge Precure episode where I'm like, they really could have done things better. A damn shame, too, because I really do love Songo, so... Well, I wouldn't say love, but I like her. Okay, if they can at least give Songo a cool fight scene, it might actually redeem the episode a good degree. Oh, but that's it. No, don't tell me the fight's gonna end like that. What happened to the strategy of the previous Precure episodes where you had our girls coordinate together to stun the Yaneda and then set it up so that they can stun it and then utilize their special move? You didn't even see that thing try to dodge Songo's attack. Hey, that's it? Yo, did episode 29 literally kill this? No, like, Was episode 29 such a high budget episode that literally Toei sacrificed any money they had left for the series? Because it's starting to feel like that now. It's starting to feel like after episode 29, Toei like sold off whatever money they had left. And now we're seeing like the negative ramifications of them spending so much money on a single episode. Okay, this is starting to pull the same bullshit I see in Muka Dreamy Mix. Did this fight really warrant them utilizing the Precure land beat dynamic? Did it really? Wow. She can say that again. This episode, I don't even know what to say. Other than Toei dropped the ball. They dropped the ball animation-wise. They dropped the ball script-wise. The only one that didn't really drop the ball was the voice actors and actresses. Honestly, the voice performers did a great job. They better show, okay, at least they're showing Songo walk through the runway. If Toei would have skipped that, I'd have been fucking pissed. Okay, good. Yes. It's nice hearing her cheer. Okay, I gotta admit, that was fucking cool. Now, this is exactly the type of thing I love to see. Because you actually see Songo build up some self-confidence in herself. Which is something that's been a long time coming, considering out of the Predicures in this series, she wasn't the most confident individual. So I actually dig this. Does that redeem the episode completely? No, though? It doesn't. But it's better than nothing, at the very least. I'll give it that much. It's all right. Here are my thoughts on the episode, y'all. I am going to be completely honest. The episode wasn't good. It wasn't. What can I say about it other than Toei tried? They tried to give Songo her moments, and they failed epically. They failed her completely. Let me explain why. First off, the problem with this episode was the fact that they emphasized how one of Songo's big dreams was to go on the runway and walk through it. For how much emphasis that they put that as it being one of the goals of her girl, they did a poor shit job of the build-up for that, because Toei literally thought it was enough to show off 3-4 stills of her practicing, and that's it. I would have loved to have seen dedicated sequences towards that. I felt that was important because of all the girls in the series, Songo was the one that needed development the most, and they just rushed through it. And it's botched because compared to the episode that I still got a few weeks ago, because okay, let me just see the preview before I continue around. Yes! Yes! A good episode. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Oh. So is it gonna be? Is it gonna be a good episode? Yeah. Fuck yeah. Okay, that. Okay. If Songo had to be sacrificed on the altar to make a Kururun full-based episode, Toei, I will accept your sacrifice. Fuck yeah. Okay. Okay, that preview pisses me. Okay, that preview made me happy. Was it enough to make me give this episode a good rating? fuck no. But that preview was amazing. But let me explain the issues with this episode. Compare this to the episode that Asuka got a few weeks ago. With Asuka's episode, we got to learn why her relationship with Yuriko was bad. Why she was learning at the start of the series. Now, compare that to this. This episode didn't really provide us anything at all. At best, maybe you could argue that Sango had some stage fright and then she got rid of it. But you can't really call that much of an arc because literally, it showed that she had stage fright at what? Let's see, around the 10-minute mark, right? And she gets rid of her stage fright instantly in like the span of 9 minutes. Like when some anime do this, have a character introduce a stage fright, they give an arc where this character develops usually and they get through the stage fright. This series handled it poorly because we were introduced to the problem in 9 minutes and then was resolved 9 minutes later. This is a poor way of handling it. And let me give you an example of how to handle it properly. Just last season, you had Kageki Shoujo, where one of the main girls, Aya, had a problem with stage fright. Literally in that series, her issues with stage fright were introduced in an episode. And over the span of a few episodes, you saw her slowly become more confident. Then she became confident near the end of Kageki Shoujo season 1. So there was an arc. Her issue was resolved. Aya's in like 2 episodes. At least there you had proper spacing. Here you had no room to breathe. Literally an issue was introduced and it was resolved in 9 minutes. How in the hell did Toei think this is a good idea at all? That just shows a lack of respect for me towards Sango the character. And that wasn't the only issue here too, though. The issue here was they were trying to make Coney out to be a cool collective character, but they only gave this guy like what? A few minutes of screen time? I'm like, come the fuck on. They gave him a cool sounding speech, but it has no emotional weight because again, this series didn't really give us much minutes with him. And it's a damn shame because his character design was good. I like the small quirky bits, like when he thought that the model that he's going to have was perfect in Sango. I mean, that was cool and all, but it's like, that's not enough. And here's another issue I had with this episode too. And it has nothing to do. I haven't even touched on the action yet. That's how you know this episode of problems where I can rip it apart in other means, and I haven't even gone to the action yet. Another damn big issue with this episode too, and I gotta call it on it too. It's just the fact that when it comes to Sango, they didn't even know how to handle her. No, this actually kind of does relate to the action scenes. They didn't even know how to handle her in the action sequences. It felt like when they allowed her the chance to stun the enemy, they did it cheaply because you didn't see Sango utilize any massive amounts of intelligence or tactics. It just transforms, runs to Yanada, stuns it, and then everyone else finishes it off. I'm like, what the fuck? At least when it came to Asuka's solo episode, she had extended bits of choreography against the Yanada, utilizing a variety of techniques, and then she gets the win with the help of the other girls. They didn't give Sango the same respect. I'm like, Toei, y'all do know Sango is one of the main girls, right? So honestly, from start to finish, there was a lack of respect towards Sango, and that's what really cheapened the episode for me. I'm not gonna pussyfoot. This episode was just bad on the writing front, with the only redeeming thing being that bit where you see Sango do that walk at the end of the episode with confidence and swagger. I just wish we'd have seen her practicing so that I'd be like, oh man, this is so cool. This is nice. She worked hard for it. I'm so proud. I can't say I feel proud because they, again, only introduced the narrative problem for like, what? A few seconds, and then it's resolved. I'm like, no. And the thing is, this isn't just limited to this series. Toei has this issue too with Digimon 2020. Well, they had it because that ended, where they try to go for the instant gratification, skipping training and developments, and just being like, oh yes, we must give Digimon these forms without practicing because, yeah. we think our audience has low ass attention spans. And that's what pisses me off about this episode, because it had so much potential. It could have done a great job of making Sango feel like a real character, but it fucked up in that. Because rush development, botched fight scenes, it couldn't even do those right. The artwork was the only thing that was done to its normal level, I guess, if I had to be lenient towards something. But yeah, bad script, bad animation. I mean, the only redeeming quality is you got some maybe Sango to become a little bit more confident at the end of the episode. And that's it. I mean, the voice acting was amazing, though. I gotta admit, Sango's voice actress did a great job. I'm not gonna blame her for this. She only has the script to work with that they gave her. So, considering how bad the script was, it's a miracle that she gave off such an amazing performance. She definitely deserved a better script than this. Sango, the character, deserved a better episode than this. And before I'll be like, Enemy Kayla, you're a hater. No, I'm not. I watched every episode of Healing at Precure, and I called out that series when it had bad episodes. So no, I called out that series a lot when it fucked up. So I'm calling out this series when it fucks up too. And this episode was not okay at all. If I had to rate this one on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, and 10 being exceptional, I'm giving it a 4.75 out of 10. It only gets that 4.75 out of 10 because that final bit was Sango at the end of the episode. And then when they first introduced Coney, I thought he was pretty funny. That's the only reason why I'm even giving it a 4, just a smidge below average. But honestly, I expect better from Toei next week. And thankfully, the preview for next week looks amazing. So I'm hyped. I got my expectations high, Toei. When I racked episode 33, I'm gonna have my figurative hourglass. I'm gonna have my figurative glass there, watching every little bit. Because honestly, after episode 29, it feels like the budget for the series is like fucking gone. But thankfully, though, it seems like episode 33 does have a healthy production, just going off of the animation quality. So, and it's a Karuden episode. Like, I'd be worried until we fucked up a Karuden episode. I honestly don't think there's any way they can fuck up a Karuden episode. Like, literally, Toei would have to try on purpose to fuck up a Karuden episode, which I don't think they will, because Karuden's cute. Like, there's no way you can fuck up a Karuden episode. But yeah, these are my thoughts on the episode. Thought it was bad, but I am hyped up for 33, though. Like, yes. So even though I am a bit angry after watching this one, I gotta admit that next one looks like it's gonna be an all-time classic. Woo, boy. But yeah, these are my thoughts on the episode, y'all. I'd love to hear your thoughts on how I feel about my reaction or the episode itself in the comment section below. Thank you very much, Dong Nguyen, for commenting on the live chat. And everyone else, thank you very much for watching my video. Hope y'all rate it, share it, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all later if you come back for more. But anyways, y'all, thank you very much for watching my video. Have a fantastic day, everyone. Bye-bye.